Hey y'all. Happy hump day, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. Late. Super late tonight. Happy Monday. Happy Wednesday, everybody. Happy Wednesday. I hope you guys had a fantastic day. Y'all come on in, hit the like button, and make sure you share the video with somebody. Don't know if they're going to send a notification or not. It might go out and it might not because well, not we, but me. I am super late tonight. Hey, everybody. Y'all come on in, hit the like button, go share the video with somebody. Somebody you know is looking for a remote job. And in today's video, I do have over 1,000 remote jobs. So y'all be sure to go and tell a friend to get on this video they want to be on tonight. Hey, Queen Vanita. She says, hey, Two Chicks and Chat family. Hope everyone had a great day, liked and shared over here in South Carolina. Thank y'all for all y'all doing on this channel and the others also. Thank you, Queen. Appreciate you, Queen Vanita. Hey, Queen Celia. She says, hey, Two Chicks and fam, liked and shared as always. Hope you ladies are having a beautiful and blessed day. Thank you. Hey, Queen Mo Better. She says, hello, I'm getting ready to work for a little bit. Okay. Hey, Queen Priscilla. She says, happy Wednesday, Carl. Hey, Earl. Earl say, peace, fam. Just got done with the taxes. Yep, just filed that extension, Earl. Hey, Lillian. She says, hey, chat. Hey, Alana. Alana says, happy Wednesday. Celia, we really don't have a specific time. We try to do it between like 7 and 8. But today's it's just one of them days. I went to sleep. Tan, she has not been feeling well today. So Tan will not be in the building tonight. I think she's asleep. But we try to do it between 7 and 8 Central, because we're on Central time. Tammy says hello on this Wednesday night. Lillian says liked and shared, and I do appreciate you guys waiting for me to come on here. Hey, Queen Mo Better. Hey, Kim. She says good evening, Carol, and chat, liked and shared. Thank you. Hey, Debbie. She says hi there. I'm new to your channel. Welcome. Is it Fro Diva? Fro Diva says I'm working a grading job following one of your videos. Thank you so much. All right, Queen. Congrats. Yay, Fro Diva. Congratulations. Hey, Gwendolyn. She says liked and shared. Hey, Carl and fam. Celia says, okay, I got you. Just wanted to make sure I had an accurate time frame. See, if I say 7 o'clock, Celia, I probably won't make it. So we don't really like to say an actual time. We used to be punctual, though. I just think over the years, we done kind of got a little laxy-daisy. You know how that go. Hey, Queen Sherry. She says, hey, beautiful queen. Prayers for Mrs. Tan. I will most definitely let her know. Thank you, Sherry. Earl, so you doing prolific? Earl said he is not leaving the money on the table. He says, I'm doing prolific and I'm listening. Hey, Queen T. She says, hey, everyone. See, it says time frame is good, though. And then back then, Celia, I was doing the tutor/teaching jobs with Cambly. So I would do the live streams like early in the day. So when we first started doing Two Chicks with a Side Hustle, it actually was just me. Tan was really not on here doing the videos, but I would come on and do like 30 minutes a day live streaming. So we actually started out doing live stream. Well, I did. Started out doing live streams early in the day, like noonish, because I was working for Cambly at the time. So once I would get off Cambly, I would just pop on here do a video about a job or 2 jobs, and then I would get off. Hey, Queen Dania, she says, like and share. Let's see what y'all sharing tonight. Thank you for sharing, Queen. Thank you, Tammy. Tammy says, like and share. Thank you, Priscilla. She says, like and share. Hey, Aisha. She says, hey, honey, love this channel. You ladies are the most honest about the info, products, and projects you all provide. Well, hey, hands down, Queen. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you so much. Hey, Knit and Crochet. She says, hey, everyone. And I am super late tonight. Tan is not feeling good today, so she will not be attending this live stream tonight. She been coughing and wheezing all day. So she messaged me and said, girl, I'm not going to be able to do it tonight. I said, hey, I understand. So I am by myself. One chick with a side hustle. What's going on, everybody? Happy hump day. If you guys have any good news that y'all want to share with the family, y'all be sure to put it here in the chat. One of our queens just stated that she was hired with the company that we posted a while ago. So congrats to her. And anybody else? If you are new here, I know one of the queens says she's new, and you are new to working from home, make sure you guys let me know that in the chat. I do have a list of beginner-friendly companies. There are 30 companies on this link. So if you need the list, type beginner in the chat and I will drop it. Oh, you started, Queen? Okay. T said, I hope Tan feels better soon. Me too, Queen. Aisha says, let sis know that God is in the healing business. Amen. Earl said, one chick with a side hustle. Hey, Teresa. Teresa says, hey. Queen Mabetta says, prayers. Thank you, Queen. All right, Queen Dania, your turn, huh? She says, I started with Measurement Inc. All right. Congratulations. So Measurement Inc. I'm going to go and get this one. This is a good one if you have a degree. If you have a degree, look at Measurement Inc. This is a non-phone, no interview, and you are scoring essays, assessments, test papers for grades 3 all the way to high school to the 11th grade. You can work when you want with this company. And again, they are not doing interviews, but you do have to have a bachelor's degree. Does not matter what the degree is in, and they are hiring ASAP fast. This is a fast hire company. So y'all be sure to get this egg. If you have not done so, get this egg in your basket. I'm going to put the link here in the chat. So pay attention to the chat. All the information that I talk about, or you hear me talk about, or some of the queens and kings here talk about, the links will be in the chat. And welcome to all of our new kings and queens. Leo Love and Lash, she said, make sure to listen, because we do give a lot of information. So Yo List Stu says beginner. Asia, she says beginner. Okay. So take a look at the beginner friendly list, kings and queens. I'm gonna drop it here in the chat. Again, there are 30 companies on here. Some of them are state specific, some of them do not require. Celia says, we got over 5 on Just Play, over 5 on Inbox. Also getting these surveys done on branded and getting these mystery shops going. All right, Queen. That's good. Congratulations. Easy money, everybody. Just Play. This is a gaming site where you get paid to play games. If you have an Android device, I would say take a look at Just Play. Also look at Best Play. Best Play and Just Play, basically the same They have different games, but the concept is the same. You get paid out to PayPal every 3 hours. And I think you have like over $2 in your account in order to be paid, but they pay out instantly. Again, if you have an Android device, Just Play, Best Play, great hustles, good ways to make extra income. Live, Love, and Laugh says, hey, Carl, and everyone in the chat. Hey, Queen. Celia says, finally, she is coming out from behind Tan's bookcase. Sometimes it takes a minute, Celia. We've had other queens to say, you know, it took a minute because it is a lot to digest. It's a lot. And then you have to find your groove. You have to find which things you like to do when it comes to the side gigs and side hustles. We know everybody does not want to play games. A lot of people hate the surveys. Sometimes we don't have transportation to go outside of the home to do some of the mystery shop sites. So, hey, I get it, Queen. But at least you came out. You came out from behind the bookcase. So if you have an Android device, take a look at here. Just Play, Best Play, 2 easy side hustle eggs to get in your basket. You can start making some money tonight. Lillian says, hey, Live, Love, and Laugh. Our Father knows best. Info, please. Info on what? Live, Love, and Laugh says, make sure to like and share. Thank you. Sad girl. Y'all, I did some side hustles. All right. She said, made $100 on free cash. All right, Queen. She says, thank you, ladies. Go ahead, sad girl. Congratulations. Free cash, everybody. This is another easy side hustle egg where you get paid to play Monopoly Go. They have all different types of games. Games that you probably have played before or you could be currently playing right now. But maybe you just didn't know that you could get paid to play these games. So take a look at free cash. I'm going to go and get the link. I'm going to drop it here in the chat. This one will work on both the iPhone and the Android phone. So both devices, you guys can get paid to play. Tan has played free cash. We've had some other queens here to cash out some good money off of free cash. So the link for free cash is in the chat, everybody. So again, pay attention to the chat because that is where the information is being given. Live, Love, and Laugh. She says, hi, Queen Lillian. Sad girl says, I appreciate y'all's hard work. Thank you, Queen. We appreciate you as well. Thank you, Knit and Crochet. She says, liked and shared. Shane says, hello, I'm new here and work full-time and looking for a side gig beginner. So Shane, what are you open to? We talk about a whole different types of side gigs, side hustles. Are you open to survey sites? Are you open to mystery shop sites? Let me know in the chat. Celia says, yes, if you are new here, make sure you got a notebook and pen to take some notes. Y'all going to get a lot of info here, I promise you. Thank you, Queen. We appreciate that. So, Earl, what you got cracking? So, Earl says up to $250 on product too. Wow, Earl. He says 60 on Prolific, and he has 19 on Market Force. Go ahead, Earl. Woohoo! Congratulations. So, Earl is one of our kings here, and this king, if y'all leave the money on the table, Earl is most definitely gonna get it. He gonna get it all. Product Tube, another good easy side hustle egg, everybody. Earl has $250 right now on Product Tube. Now he has made more money this on Product Tube. This one is one where you go into like the grocery store. They may say go into the store, go to the toothpaste aisle, make a short video about the Crest. Less, you do not have to be in the video. And I'm just using Crest as an example. Easy money. Do not leave the easy money on the table, everybody. So look at product two. And the good thing about the side gigs and the side hustles, a lot of them you can start like today. Prolific is another good one, survey site, but it is not your typical survey site. Prolific has paid bills for several kings and queens here in the chat. So do not sleep because you heard the word survey and you thinking that, oh, I don't like surveys and this one, trust me, this one is not like your typical survey site. So get on their wait list, number 15. Everybody has to go through the wait list, but you never know. You may get on and you may get off tonight. We've seen it happen while we have been streaming on these lives. So number 15, everybody get that egg in the basket. Market force. Market force, everybody. If you have small children, if you like to go out to eat, you have been doing mystery shops, but guess what? You have not been getting paid to go to McDonald's and order that Happy Meal for your son, for your daughter. You have not been getting paid to go to Taco Bell and order some tacos off the menu. You just didn't know that you could get paid to go into a McDonald's and order the Whopper I'm not the Whopper, but the Big Mac combo. You just didn't know that you could get paid for that. So look at Market Force. This is a mystery shop site where you can go into different places like McDonald's, Taco Bell, Burger King, Wendy's. You can go into the grocery stores. You can go into the banks. And you can come out with some money, making some money just to go in and pretend that you are buying something, taking a picture of the restrooms, maybe ordering a number one combo off the menu. Easy money. Easy money. And I know a lot of you guys are new here, so you probably like, I didn't know that. I know you didn't know that. I'm here to tell you, you can actually make money off of these mystery shop sites. Market Force is a great one. I have a friend on a good month, and I've gone out with her on some of the shops, but on a good month, she can easily pull in over $1,000. If she's just really doing a shop here and there, $500 to $600, $700 easily. But she's been with Market Force, I would say now maybe 7 or 8 years. It's been a long time. And I think Earl, if it wasn't Market Force, but I think it was, Earl made money going to Five Guys. Free food. Denise says, too many companies allow Mac to work from home. If you have any company suggestions, let me know. I appreciate it. And I looked at one the other day, Dania. I think it was Direct Interactions. Look at Direct Interactions, Queen. Is it Adele? Adele says, hi. Hi, Queen. Hey, Superstar T. She says, good evening, fam. Liked and shared. Shane, look at Free Cash if you have an iPhone. Doris, hey, Queen. She says, hey, everyone. Miss Shanice, she says, good evening, everyone. Doso, hey, Doso. Doso says, peace. Doris says, start my new work from home job with FIS Global on 4/21. All right, Queen. Congratulations. It's in a few days. Go ahead, girl. Nina Crochet says, congrats, Earl. Autism Mommy, hey, Queen. She says, happy Wednesday. Y'all show some love by liking and sharing this video. Thank you, Autism Mommy. Hey, Queen Angela. She says, hey, happy hump day, Carl Tan and everyone. Denise says, let me go back to... Because if you don't, Queen, Earl most definitely going to get all the money out of products. Denise said, let me go back to product 2. She says, okay, Earl. Sad Girl says, yeah, it really works. Cash Kick is a good one to use. I currently have $60. All right now. Congratulations, Queen. Sad Girl. Go ahead. Shane says, surveys like typing, but need easy, fast money through PayPal. So look at Prolific, Shane. Look at Free Cash. Look at Cloud Research. Cloud Research is just like Prolific. Both of them have a wait list, but I would say get on. You never know. You might get off tonight. We've seen it happen. While we were streaming on live, we had people to go and sign up and get right off. Miss Shanice says, I met a lot of people who've been making bank. See? Y'all see that right there? Some of y'all still asleep. Need y'all to wake up. You say you need some money, but you're not signing up to the sites. I can only lead you to this good water, but I can't force you to drink it. That's totally up to you. So some of y'all are still hiding behind Tan's bookcase. And Tan is not going to be here tonight. She is not feeling well. But some of y'all still hiding behind the bookcase, but we have queens like Miss Angela here. I'm about to put her up on the screen. She most definitely is going to get all of this good mystery shop money. King Earl, he's going to get the money as well. Autism Mummy, she is going to get the money. Queen Sherry, they are going to get the money. Queen Lillian, these queens and kings, y'all, they going to get the money. So if y'all leave it on the table, we got several here that will most definitely pick up the bag. Queen Angela, she says, today I completed 2 shops, $50. Ipso shop and 32 on Gig Spot Donut Shop. Y'all see that? $82 in one day off of 2 mystery shops. So again, everybody, the good thing about these side gigs and side hustles, for those of you that are struggling with these jobs, we got a lot of queens here and kings that can testify. They were looking for jobs as well. Couldn't find the perfect remote job. I don't even think it's such thing as a perfect remote job. It could be, but I don't think so. But they could not find what they were looking for, so they had to pivot and go to the side gigs and side hustles. And if you ask Autism Mummy, will she go back and try to find a remote job? I can assure you that answer will be no. No, she is not going to go find one. Autism Mummy has 60 plus side gigs and side hustles. Earl, I think he has about 20, maybe 21. Angela, I don't know how many she has, but she has a lot of them. So again, if you are struggling trying to get a remote job, I just got to ask this question. What is stopping you from signing up to the side gigs and the side hustles? Now, if you're new here, you may not know about them, but if you have been here, what's stopping you, Queen? What is stopping you from signing up? You do not have to do an interview. Nobody's calling you. Nobody's checking you. They'll send the emails and say, hey, they got work available, but nobody's going to reach out and touch you and call you and say, hey, we need you on the phone. We need you here. We need you there. That is not how this works. You work these whenever you want to, in the meantime, in between time. And believe it or not, the side gigs and the side hustles have saved a lot of people here. A lot of people here can testify that they started doing the side gigs and side hustles. They were behind on bills. We've had several come in here and say they were about to get evicted. They found us. They prayed about it. They were sent to our channel. They heard about us. They came over here. They started the side gigs and side hustles, and they were saved from eviction or saved from Mr. Bill. So get you a separate email and start signing up. Do some research on the companies if you are not sure how to do them. We have several people that come on these live streams and they are dedicated. They come on here quite often. Adele says, I'm new here, my first time here. So are you new, Queen, to working from home? And if so, I do have a list of beginner-friendly companies. Miss Shanice, I've been playing the games and doing surveys. All right, girl. Miss Shanice says she's been playing some games and taking some surveys, making some money. You're welcome, Queen. She says, thanks for the videos. You're welcome. All right, Miss Shanice. Well, congrats, Queen. You came from behind the bookcase. Congrats to you. Sia said, my husband was wondering if there are any apps that will pay you for games you already been playing. No, you would have to be under the app itself. So if you have been playing, you would need to delete it off the phone. Let's say if he was playing Monopoly Go and then he went and signed up for free cash and Monopoly Go was on free cash, he would have to delete Monopoly Go off the phone and then go in through and play through free cash. Amanda says, good evening. Good evening, Queen. Hey, Alana. She says, oh, wow, that's good. Earl said he got some Five Guys burgers and fries for the what? The free. Hey, lovely Latanya. She says, hello, everyone. Thank you, Simone. Simone is clapping. Miss Shanice says, I appreciate you, ladies. I have been a blessing. You're welcome, Queen. Thank you. Winter, what job, Queen? Sherry said, free cash beat out every easy game. Miss Shanice said, I have met several people on Prolific and told them to come over here to y'all's channel. Thank you. Appreciate that, Miss Shanice. Lovely Latanya. Yep. What you want to do, Queen? What do you want to do? Are you a beginner? Are you new to working from home? Hey, Queen Natalie, how are you? She says, good evening, Two Chicks fam. What's up? Nothing much, girl. She says, I liked and shared. Thank you. Jess says, what was money thing for the old phones that pay for running in the background? Oh, you're talking about the Nielsen one where they will pay you for your data. Let me go find it. Give me 1 second. But yeah, that's what it is. Nielsen is the one that will pay you to run in the background. So if you guys have like old phones, tablets, computers just laying around the house collecting dust, believe it or not, those tablets and phones can make you some money. So Nielsen is one, and then I have one called Mobile Expressions. Now, Mobile Expressions, they're on the Android and the iOS device. Nielsen, this is the one that you can do from the phone, tablet, or computer. But Mobile Expressions, that one has to be done from your phone. So this is Nielsen, everyone. This is an easy side hustle. You download it, they will be collecting your data in the background. So if you have like an old phone, maybe you're playing like games or something on that phone, but it's not your primary phone, use that phone to make you some type of income. And then this is Mobile Expressions for the Android phone. So if you have an Android phone, take a look at Mobile Expressions. And then I also have it for the iPhone. Okay, so this is the one for the iPhone. The link for the one if you have an iPhone. So pay attention to the chat again, everybody. That's where the links are being dropped. So Jill, I hope that's what you were asking. Randy says, any jobs for people not living in the country? Yep, look at these here, Randy. We gotta we have to do a video because we've been getting people from everywhere outside of the US asking for companies. It's not a lot of companies, but the ones that I can think of, look at the chat, Randy. I'm putting them in now. Now, some of these, they hire in certain countries. So I don't know what country you're in, but you would just have to go to the site to look to see if they have your country available. A lot of the AI companies I've noticed, they do hire in like the UK. I've seen Australia, Ireland, Germany, Japan. But look at those companies there. You will have to go to Google though to get the actual link. Kim says, Carl, by any chance did you see a remote project coordination position more specific in construction, dealing with construction? I don't think I've ever seen that, Kim. Not dealing with construction. Like some jobs are just not going to be remote. I don't think I've ever seen that. And I think we've had somebody else to ask us that question. I don't think. The whole time I've been working from home, never seen anything dealing with construction. Queen of the Bronx, she says, yep, prolific. I tell mommy, what you saying no about? Oh, you wouldn't dare go back, try to look for a remote job. See, Autism Mommy answered the question, everybody. I said Autism Mommy has 60 plus side gigs and side hustles. Will she go back to try to find a remote job? That's her answer right there. She tried to find one. She just couldn't find one. But will she try to find one now? With 60 side hustles that's paying the bills? Who would do that? She wouldn't. Hey, Reach. Reach says hi. Autism Mama says sign up, create a spreadsheet, and start earning. Hey, my Wilkerson. She says, hey, Carolyn, Chad, liked and shared. I sent an email with payment proof for Zap surveys. I cashed out 10 yesterday. Received today to PayPal. Cashed out 10 on EarnStar, and she signed up for Ellis. All right, Queen. Congrats. I'm going to check my Wilkerson. Thank you, Queen, for the payment proof. Tan's been sick, so she usually is the one that checks the emails. But congrats to you, Queen. Reese says, okay, thanks, Autism Mommy. Christy says, I'm new as well. Welcome, Christy. And again, if you are new, welcome to, I didn't do no introduction. I'm so sorry, y'all. I'm late tonight because I was asleep and Tan messaged me, said she was not coming. So welcome everybody to the live stream. I am Carl. Tan is my business partner. Together we are two chicks with a side hustle. On this YouTube channel, we talk about work from home jobs, and we also give you guys options with the side gigs and the side hustles. We have built a great community over the years. We have a lot of awesome, fantastic, wonderful kings and queens that come on here every time we go live to share their testimonies about the side gigs and the side hustles, which we greatly appreciate that, because people need to know that the information that we drop on this platform, it actually does work. So I just can't thank y'all enough for coming on here time after time, day after day. So if you are new here, again, welcome to the channel. And I do have a link to a list of beginner-friendly companies. Now, some of the companies do not require interviews. Some of them are, which I think all of them are state-specific. So I do ask that you guys check first to see if they hire in your state before you apply to the job. And welcome again. Thank you, Earl. Earl says he liked and shared. Thank you so much, Earl. So the link to the beginner-friendly companies in the chat. So Adele, a lot of the non-phone, Queen, if you go back and look at, I would say maybe go back to like 3-4 weeks ago, most of the videos that I have dropped on the channel have been non-phone. Some of them have been non-phone and no interview. And then the side gigs and the side hustles, take a look at this list here. Hey, T-Luck. She says, hello, two chicks. How are you, Queen? Angela says, currently completing 2 reports for the completed shops and playing a game and listening at the live. Whoa, I'm doing too much. That's okay, Queen. Toya says, happy Wednesday, everybody. Thank you, Queen. Happy Wednesday. Lovely Latoya says, I'm new to working from home. Anything like customer service. Yep. So I dropped the chat video, Queen, some days ago. So if anybody that's looking for non-phone, I don't really have a list of non-phone because I drop so many videos every day with non-phone jobs. So if you are new here, y'all be sure to go back and check out the videos. The majority of them have non-phone jobs posted. Some of them are data entry, some may be chat, some may be like the task-based site. So whatever it is that you guys are looking for pertaining to non-phone, pretty sure I've done a video on it. And Toya, if you are okay with the phone jobs, look at the beginner friendly link. And I just reposted it. Hey, Kenley. Kenley says, good evening, two chicks hustlers. You got 42 on Earnstar. Okay. 162 on Prolific, 11 on Forthright so far this week. All right, Kenley. Congratulations. That's good. Good job. Good job, Kenley. Brandon said, I'm glued to the chat. I got so many windows open. Jay says, hello, I've been doing market for Fetch, Rewards, and Gig Spot. Can you tell me the name of the companies that you state your opinion about different products? So the product testing sites, Queen, they are number 7, 10, 11, and 41. So look at this link here, 7, 10, 11, and 41 on the list. So if you want to get paid to test products, free products at that, the products are free. Look at number 7, number 10, number 11, and number 41. By far, some of the easiest money I have ever made. Tan and myself, we used to do Pinecone research. I got a lot of food products. Tan, she got food and a lot of household products for free. And not any samples, nice full-size products, everybody. Miss B, California is one of them hard to find remote job states. But I will say, if you are in California, New York, New Jersey, Washington, Ohio, sometimes Illinois, Connecticut, look at the temp agencies. So I'm going to drop some of them here in the chat, and also Google temp agencies near me, because you never know. You may have one in your neck of the woods that may have remote jobs. Of course, I don't know all of them, but I do know some that offer work from home. So I'm going to put them here, Queen, Miss B, in the chat. Just go to their website and pull up remote jobs. I know Robert Half, the last time I looked over there, they had a lot of them. Deco is another one that has quite a few. Randstad, every now and then they'll have some. So I put them in the chat, Queen. And we do try to find companies that hire in California and some of the other states, but sometimes it's like pulling teeth. They can be hard to find. Agents have to say, I know God sent angels, without saying those words. Thank you, Queen. Appreciate that. Tamara. Tamara says hi. Is it Tia? Tia says, hey, any overnight? So I did a video, Queen, some days ago on overnight. So you may want to go back and check the channel for that. I also did some overnight on our second channel. So if you are not subscribed to the 2.0 channel, y'all be sure to hop on over there and check us out. I'm going to drop the link here in the chat. I did 3 overnight jobs yesterday on 2.0. In Laport, they have a accounts receivable non-phone. So this is the 2.0 channel. Autism Mommy says, you are welcome, Reach. Wim says, good evening, everyone. Good evening. Adele says, thanks. No problem, Queen. Sylvia says, also, I took the Queen's suggestion of getting a separate email just for side gigs and side hustles. And I will tell you, it helps immensely. Yes, it does. Because once they get you in the database, once you're in, honey, them emails they be popping. They get on your nerves. Candy, hey, Queen. Lovely Latonya says, thank you so much. You're welcome, Queen. Elias says, hi, you all. Hey, Queen. How are you? Christy said, do you have any remote jobs? Washington, D.C. Far and few between, Queen. Sometimes it's hard to find in Washington. We try, though. We do try. Maryland, I don't think Maryland is hard. And some of the companies, you don't actually have to live and work in the actual state. So we don't really look, unless it's California, New York, New Jersey, and those other states, we don't really look for like remote jobs in Florida, remote jobs in Texas, we don't really look for it by state. It's like what we find is what we find, and what we post is what we post. Because sometimes it can be hard to try to pinpoint an actual state. But again, some of the companies do not care where you live. I work for Cambly, and Cambly, they are everywhere except for New Jersey and California. They used to be. Don't know what happened. I think the laws there must have changed. Something changed. But when I first started, they hired everywhere. They still hire everywhere except for just those 2 states. So I don't really like go and look for jobs in certain states unless, again, it's the hard to find. Hey, Cynthia! She says, hi, 2 Chicks and 2 Chicks fam. Liked and shared. The Queen of Mystery Shop has stepped in the building. Ms. B says, very hard, and thank you. I am new to your channel, and God bless you. No problem, Queen. Thank you so much, and God bless you as well. Thank you. I appreciate that. Jay says, thank you. No problem, Jay. Debbie said, what about Connecticut? Sometimes, Debbie, Connecticut can be one of those hard to find states. Elias says, does anyone know if the Aspen dental role can be flexible or part-time? Yep, they do offer part-time, Elias. Somebody here got offered, and I can't remember who it is, but she got offered part-time with Aspen. I don't know about the flexible, but I do know they have part-time hours. So I hope that helps. Cindy said, Carl, you took a nap, so that means we're going to have 2 cheese after dog. Hey, Racine. She says, thank you both. I did my first secret apartment shop with Ellis yesterday. All right. Got hired with Live Op. She starts her training in May. Woohoo! Go ahead, Queen. And if you do live in one of those hard to find remote job states, get you some of these side gigs and side hustles until that remote job comes through. Because ain't no sense in you sitting at home and not making no money when you could be making some money. And you might be making enough money off of the side gigs and side hustles. We got the testimonies. They right here in this chat. You could be making enough money to where you might not even need that remote job. Again, Autism Mommy has 60 plus side gigs and side hustles. King Earl, he over there doing his thing with the side gigs and the side hustles. Queen Cynthia, this is the queen of mystery shop, everybody. She does not have a remote job. So sometimes we have to pivot. If we cannot get that $20 an hour job, that $25 an hour job, that 30, that 40, that 50, what are you going to do? Are you just going to sit here and just accept no for an answer? No. You're going to have to pivot, try something else. That's not working. I got to try something else. This over here ain't working. I got to try something else. So again, if you are living in one of those hard to find remote job states, now we do post a lot of jobs, but that does not mean that every single job that we post hire in every single state. Now, one of the companies that I'm going to talk about tonight, I believe they hire everywhere. I have seen California on the list. So I'm thinking with this company, they hire, I'm praying that they do, everywhere. So again, if you live in one of those hard to find remote job states, queen, get you some side gigs and side hustles. The good thing about the side gigs and side hustles, you don't have to jump through all of the rigmarole. Some of these companies gonna want you to do 3 interviews. You gonna want to do that? No, of course you're not going to want to do that. Some of them are going to want to see you on the camera. I hate doing those interviews, but if I wanted the job, I had to do them. Some people don't interview well. Some people, they clam up. They get to asking those questions. You don't know what to say. You like, you may not get the job. So I'm trying to help y'all. Get you a separate email. Start signing up to some of these side gigs and side hustle companies. Again, you may be like Cynthia. You may start out getting $1,000 a month off of mystery shops. You can always grow that. Queen So Right. I don't know if she's in here just yet, but this queen was on our live stream Sunday. This queen is hitting on average $3K plus a month just off of mystery shops. Queen Angela, she is in here. This queen has made over $2,000 a month just off of mystery shops and a few other side gigs and side hustles. So again, it can be done. If you are looking for a job, keep looking for the job. Keep sending the application, sending the resume, filling out the application, sending the resumes. But don't just stop right there. Don't just be at a standstill and say, well, I'm just going to wait another week. It may be 5 weeks. And I'm just being 100% real here because everybody wants to work from home. Have you turned on the TV lately? Have you looked on YouTube? Have you looked on FB over there? Y'all see these companies, they closing left and right. Everybody, do y'all know how many people email us on a day-to-day basis? Hey, Carl, I need a job. Hey, and not just people. I'm not talking about just y'all. I got family members. They know I do this. So they reach out to me and say, hey, I lost my job. Or, hey, my job is about to end at the end of the month. In a couple of months, I'm going to be losing my job. People reach out to us on it. So if they reaching out to us, it's other people that do work from home. They probably reaching out to them as well. So everybody is wanting now to work from home because of what's going on in the world. So if I can't, I'm talking about me. If I cannot get a work from home job, guess what, everybody? I got to pivot. I got to go and do something else. So just let that sink in. I know this is a lot of information being cranked out on this stream, but you guys are more than welcome to come back. We do live streams quite a bit. I know we do 2 a week, but sometimes we'll pop in and do more. Apartment mystery shops. This is a good, lucrative side gig, side hustle. Springtime is here. These shops are going to start picking up like crazy. Somebody here said they have shops every day, all day where they live. Cynthia, she is in here again. This is the queen of mystery shop. We waiting on Cynthia to get this YouTube channel going to tell us about these mystery shops. But apartment mystery shops with the company Ellis. Queen Racine, she said she did her first secret apartment shop yesterday. And these are some good paying ones. Good paying. You may walk away. You may go to apartment shop and walk away with $100. Less than an hour, $100. Just think if you could do 3 of those a week, and let's just say if they each are paying $100, that's $300 a week. Every week times 4, that's $1,200. Did you have to call anybody and do an interview on the phone? No. Did you have to send a resume? No. Did you really have to fill out an application? No. So again, if you are watching me and you need to make some money right now, look at the mystery shop sites. Kenley said also starting with, oh, you start with live ops too? Go ahead, girl. That's somebody else to go. With live ops, go ahead. Congrats. Our Jennings, yes, we do. I just dropped some companies in the chat that hire anywhere. Maria says, I am new to work from home and I recently received my payroll specialist certificate, but can't find a work from home job. Entry level payroll. I have seen payroll, Maria. Can't remember the company though, Queen. I'll look for some and I'll try to post, Maria. Welcome to the live stream, Queen. Eli said, yes, it does help. Thanks, Carol. William said, talk about it. There are people out here on YouTube and TikTok claiming it's not true about job loss. Don't let the lie fool you. Carl is telling it like it is. Girl, why somebody lying about that? That is wild. That is wild right there. Because, yes, ma'am, doors are closing. A friend of mine called me and said a company where she lives, I want to say a couple of weeks ago, let go over 300 people. This company been in business for years. This is what she's telling me. And I'm like, what? She like, yeah, people came to work and they just handed them the pink slip. Said, as of today, everybody is laid off. So yeah, these companies are closing left and right. And then some of the top companies, I've seen some of the top companies are closing, or if they're not closing, they're letting people go. Yep, they are letting people go. So yes, it is tough out here. Dania says, fast working home positions are harder to find and companies are downsizing. These side hustles are good to have and get this money. Thank you for this information. Thank you, Queen. Appreciate that. And thank you, Williams, also. Thank you for that also, Queen. Knitting Crochet says they have phone shops all the time. Really? Okay. So I just put Ellis DeSomo in the chat. Angela said, oh, snap, I just received $11 on Hatch. Okay, Angela. That's good. Congrats. T says, congrats to everyone who has been hired. Dosum says, live house, what's the work description? So they have different positions. You have to go to their site to see. But they have different positions posted on the site. You just have to go to their site and see what they have. So I got some payroll specialist, Queen. Hang on. I think Tan posted these last week. I'm going to stick them here in the chat. Maria says, okay, thanks so much. Maria, I got you, Queen. I got some payroll. I see them. I went and found them. I'm going to put them here in the chat. Queen Tan did post some last week. I would say just read the job description. I'm not sure if they are state specific or not. I just see them in here and I'm just dropping them in the chat. Cynthia says, welcome, Maria. Have you thought about starting a bookkeeping business? And that's a good idea. Yep, that is a great idea, Cynthia. And if anybody else here has any good news that they would like to share, y'all be sure to put it in the chat so that the newcomers can see that the information that we post, it really does help and it really does work. And again, if you are new here, I can repost the beginner friendly link. There are 30 companies on the site. I would say go through each one, read the job descriptions, make sure that they hire in your state before you apply, because all of them are state specific and they do not hire in every single state. Racine says, Maria, I added bookkeeping as an additional services to my tax preparation service along with credit report disputes. Okay, Racine, go ahead, Queen. I'm going to put this up. Thank you, Racine, so Queen Maria can see it. But Live Ops, it's a good beginner-friendly company. If anyone is interested in that, I used to work for them. That was my second work-from-home job. Hey, New Mercy. She says, hi, Carl. I'm late tonight, but just wanted to say I'm definitely trying to start the surveys on my phone now because every helps right now. Like and sharing all the time. Thanks for all you and Tan do to help us. You welcome. Thank you. Appreciate that. So you starting the surveys? Okay. Well, keep us posted on how it's working out for you. Are you on Prolific, New Mercies, or are you on like the branded? What's some of the other ones? Prime Opinion. Make sure y'all get Prolific in the basket. That is by far, out of all the survey sites, they would be my number one. We've had a lot of queens and kings here to earn income off of Prolific, and Prolific has helped to pay bills for some of these kings and queens. So y'all be sure to look at number 15 on this list. There is a wait list for Prolific, but it is a good non-phone side hustle. Do not leave this easy money on the table. Again, you don't need a resume. You do not have to speak to a recruiter. Nobody is going to call and check for you. Sherry says, Adapole has some good paying surveys too. Thank you, Queen. So y'all be sure to get number 15 and then turn around and go and get number 16. They are just like Prolific. This is cloud research. Racine. So when I started with Live Ops, this was way back in 2007. Girl, I worked for them like 5 times. Because back then I had so many work from home jobs. I just couldn't keep up because I had Alorica, which at the time it was West. I had Live Ops. I was texting the Lonely Men. I think I had like 3 companies doing the texting. I had I had 2 other companies where I would post for these 2 managers. One of the ladies, she would have me posting jobs. And then the other gentleman, he had me posting something about their company, just trying to get like contracts and stuff. So child, and then I had a day job. So I had so many, but the contract that I had was not temporary. I had a contract with Direct Interactions, and they still have Direct Interactions on their platform to this day. And just think, that was way back in 2007 when I started. So that's a long-term contract. And every time I would leave and come back, I would always get direct response. And direct response is the one where you see the infomercials on TV and people call in wanting to place an order. Maybe they saw a product or service on TV late at night. I would work late nights, early mornings, overnight. Now, they do have some new contracts now, a lot of good ones too. They have a lot of good, I'm not going to say who, but they have the one that rhymes with Ike, and I'm pretty sure you know who I'm talking about, the popular shoe company. They have that one, and they also have the one that's like Victoria's Secret, but it's not Victoria's Secret, but it's like Victoria's Secret. So I'm pretty sure you can figure out who I'm talking about. And I think they have an insurance company, and I think they have another retail company, but I'm not sure if the retail company is Ike or if it's like Victoria's Secret. William says, I have yet to get approved for a survey with product report card, but I have almost $12 just for not getting a Hey, take the 12. That's too funny. Well, congrats on the 12. That's like free money. Congrats, Queen. Cynthia says, prolific is the truth, everybody. Miss Shanice, that's too funny, Queen. Miss Shanice said, texting them lonely men. That would work right about now. Okay, Queen, I'm finna put the link here in the chat. You sure? I gotta ask you this question. You sure, Miss Shanice, you want to text some lonely men right about now? You sure? You sure this is what you want now? Ray saying, yep, I had more than one. Yes. I don't know about now, but back then they were letting you have multiple contracts. They used to have Pizza Hut. I had Pizza Hut. You sure, Queen? She said, I can get some good laugh. Okay, Miss Shanice, I'm finna drop it here in the chat. Now, don't say I didn't warn you, because now all them conversations won't be a hey, how you doing, pretty lady? It may start out like that, but it might not end up like that. So New Mercies, now with Prolific, the survey will tell you to do it from your computer, or it may say do it from your cell phone. So that's how it works with Prolific. So if you are interested in signing up for Prolific, look at this link here, and they are number 15 on the list. So take a look at number 15, everybody. This is Prolific. There is a wait list. Some of our queens got on and got right same day. So I'm going to repost the link here in the chat. Number 15, everybody. Queen Cynthia has spoken. She said they are the truth. Knit and Crochet, come on up here, Queen. So Knit and Crochet says free cash. She has $24.80 in Coral Hospitality. She has 54. All right, girl. So how do you like Coil? Congratulations, Queen Knit and Crochet. Adele, so I just dropped it in the chat, Queen, number 15. Mercy, no, I think it's, and I forgot about Prolific Things. Would like to try the brands. Okay. So Hilton says, Williams, it has happened to me too. Are you able on product report card? Are you guys able to change your answers on your profile? Maybe change the answers on the profile. Kind of play around with it to see if that helps. William says, so here, I'm not upset at all. Laugh out loud. 10 cents a pop to tell me no complaints here. All right. Mercy says, okay, will do. That is funny. Adele says, thanks, Carol. No problem. So Hilton says, I have cashed out just twice with just getting 10 cents. Hey, we got to celebrate the 10, Queen. William said, Prolific and Outlier, they have been lifesavers. All right now. Well, congrats on Outlier, Queen. I'm telling y'all, for the people behind this wall, the Queen said Prolific and Outlier side hustles, they have been a lifesaver. So if you need your life to be saved and you drowning, You better get you some side gigs and side hustles. We keep trying to tell you. They working for the people on here. They working. So what is stopping you again from signing up? Sign up tonight. Do some research. Go sign up. Then you'll be back on here with your testimony. Earl says prolific. Cha-ching. He said y'all gonna leave the money on the table and he gonna get it all, everybody. Knitting Crochet, she says, I like them so far. Okay, well, that's good. And Coil is another mystery shop company. They do like the hotel stays. I need to sign up for Coil just to see what they got. But Coil is another mystery shop site, everybody. A lot of y'all will be traveling this summer. You might want to take a look at Coil. They do the hotel stay. They have some other things listed too, but they are known for the hotel stays. William says, so Helen, I'm going to wait them out, see if I can get up to $20. Hey, ain't nothing wrong with that, Queen. Ain't nothing wrong. Missionary says, prolific screens you out for answer the question honestly. The face-to-face pays a bonus. Okay. Dania says that Oracle, y'all, laid off 30,000. See, I hadn't even heard about them. Laid off 30,000 employees, everybody. Sad. It is so sad. But yeah, a lot of the companies are closing doors and laying off. So a lot of people are starting to see it's like, I can get a work from home job. So it's you versus 1,000 people applying to the same job. Sometimes we know how many spots are open, and sometimes we do not know how many are open. So it could be one position open, and it's 1,000 applications have come in just for this one position. So that is why we on our channel talk about side gigs and side hustles, things that you can do in the meantime, in between time, while you are waiting to hear back from the companies. You could be over here making money off of playing some games, off of taking some surveys, off of doing some of the mystery shop side gigs and side hustles. So don't sleep on them, because if you do, we got several people in here that do not mind picking up the pieces. Now, if you cannot leave the house to go do mystery shops, because I understand how sometimes, you know, people have kids, people are busy. Look at GigSpot. GigSpot has a lot of telephone mystery shops. This is a good egg to get in your basket. They also have the web shops. And the web shops is simply you going to a website. They may say, go to Walmart, look for this product, put it in your basket, go to the checkout, act like you're checking out, but don't check out. And that's the shop. And that could pay you $30, $40, $50. So again, do some research. Get you a separate email. Sign up. Wait for the emails to roll in, because they're going to start sending them once you get into the system. Come back on the live streams if you have questions about the mystery shops or any other of the side gigs and side hustles that we talk about. I do have the one where you can go out and take pictures of commercial property, commercial vehicles, residential property. I do have a link to that one if you guys are interested in that. Basically, you're just taking pictures. You do not have to do interviews with the companies. All you got to do is just go to the websites, read the instructions, and go and sign up. That's it. Nobody's going to call you for an interview. They're not looking for you. They're not checking for you. They're not emailing saying, hey, we need you to go do this. We need this done. We need that done. And we need it done right now. That is not how the side gigs and the side hustles work. Again, you work these whenever you want to. When you have time to work them, you work them. If you don't have time and they're emailing saying, hey, we got this shop available, we have this available, we have that available, guess what? It's just available. Somebody else will get it. You don't have to grab it. You don't have to email them and say, hey, my daughter's running a fever. I won't be at. Now, if you sign up for it, that's different. If you sign up for it, I'm pretty sure it's a way to go in the apps or into the website to cancel it. If not, they may say, well, reach out to the scheduler. If you run into any issues, any problems, reach out to one of the schedulers, let somebody know. But they may not say that. He may just be able to go in and hit cancel. It just depends on the company. So y'all take a look at this one as soon as I find it. Take a look at this one where you can get paid to take pictures. Simple, easy, side gig, side hustle. I'm going to go and get the link and I'm going to drop it here in the chat. And there are 7 companies on here. Okay, so I put the link in the chat. Everybody that's interested in the picture taking side hustle, 7 companies are on the list. Research them. I don't know why this thing acting crazy. Let me see. Okay, so I put the link in the chat, everybody. Williams checked. Williams said drop it. Regina said, what is the website? She says, hi, Queens. Hey, Regina. Nina Crochet, I went to eat at a nice barbecue restaurant in my area. Wow. Well, that's nice. Go ahead, Queen. Was that for Coil Knit and Crochet? Are they doing the restaurants too? She said you can reschedule it sometimes too if you need to, depending on the company with the mystery shops. Thank you, Knit and Crochet, for the answer. Thank you so much. Knit and Crochet said you can reschedule it sometimes too if you need to, depending on the company with the mystery shops. Oh, that was with Koya, so they do the restaurants. I didn't know they did the restaurants. Okay, go ahead, girl, with the barbecue. So y'all could be eating free food with some of these companies. And Queen Knit and Crochet said that she was able to go to a restaurant with Coil. Go ahead, girl. So when it comes to the mystery shops, you can mystery shop anything. This is Tan's favorite saying, from churches to strip clubs and everything in between can be mystery shop. So y'all be sure to get some of these mystery shop eggs in the basket. Ellis is the apartment one. And the good thing about Ellis, Tan has done Ellis before. She used to do it when her children were younger. The good thing about Ellis, they have to me, the best bonuses. Just from what I've heard some of the queens say, the bonuses could be $75, $100. The shop could be $35, $45, $50 just for the shop, but the bonus could be $100. So you could literally go in, review an apartment, gather the information that they're asking you to get from the leasing agent or the leasing manager, and you could walk out in 30, 40 minutes tops time, $145 richer. So think about that, everybody. While we still waiting to hear back from these companies, what are we going to do? We're going to, number 1, we're going to research these companies. Number 2, we are going to get us a separate email for the side gigs and the side hustles. Number 3, we are going to go and sign up. That's simple. That easy. We don't have to worry about putting our resume together. We don't have to worry about, oh, do we need experience to go and do a mystery shop? We don't have to worry about, do I need to get ready for this interview that's coming up? We don't have to worry about any of that. All we have to do is those 3 little simple steps: research, separate email, sign up. That's it. That is it, and that is all in a nutshell. Miss Shirley says, I'm with Tan. Barbecue. Yep, live, love, and laugh. She got her some barbecue. Free is what I say. Free food. Can't beat that. Free food and you're going to get paid. That's a win. Racine says she's over those interviews and those resumes. I understand, Queen. Because now, I think back then, to me, it was just simple and easy to get a work from home job. Really didn't have to do all those interviews. Like now, it's like some of these companies want the beginning interview. May not even be with an actual person. It may just be the one-way recorded screen. Second interview, they want you to interview with, could be HR. Third interview, they want you to interview with the CEO. It's just, sometimes it's just too much. It's just, give me the job. I need a job, Then with the assessment, see, we didn't have all of that back then. If we had an assessment, 10 questions tops. That was it. That was it. 10 questions tops. And that was the assessment. And then they would allow us, if we mess up, it'd be the same questions, just in different orders. So they would allow us to retake it. But now sometimes it's a one and done. You take it one time, you pass. If you don't, that's it. You're out. We didn't have to go in and change resumes and do all, like now you got to do all that to fit keywords. But see, we didn't have no applicant tracking system either. That was not heard of. You had an actual live person looking at the resumes. But now it's harder. It's harder to get in the door, harder to get your foot in the door because the resume has to align with the keywords in the job description. If it don't align, applicant tracking system just gonna move you right on out the way. So yeah, I totally get it. I totally understand. Mono, you should be able to see them now. If you are on a phone, change it to desktop or find the other video where I am on the desktop. If you're on a phone, I don't think you can see them. William says facts. I've worked remotely since 2009. It wasn't nothing like it is now. She says, like it was then. I had so many clients. Now I'm struggling to find one. Yep, that's how it is. Times have changed, and so many people have caught on to now. Because back then, people would think it was a scam. If somebody, asked me about it, they'd be like, "Oh, you lying? It's a scam." They're not interested. But now, everybody wants to work from home. Everybody wants an at-home job. So back then, shoot, I could get a job like that easy out the door. Sign up. They emailing, hey, congratulations, or next step. Now, far and few in between, or it's going to be something that you probably don't want. You probably could find one, but you would be like, the pay gonna be low, and what you probably got to do for it, you probably not gonna want to do. Sheila says, and Carl, I know you guys aren't big on promoting the digital products you have, but I will say that the 2 spreadsheets plus the ebook has helped me in so many ways. Thank you, Celia. Tan created those, Queen. I'm not the tech person, but I will let her know most definitely. She says, thank you, Queens. You're welcome. She says, Mono, yes, sometimes it will take about 24 hours Hey, a jockey. She says, hey, Carl and fam. See, it says, Mona, oh, that's assuming you're on a computer. I apologize. But, yep, it's not the same anymore, folks. They want you to jump through 1,000 hoops. And, like, the interview process with some of the companies are different now. Because back then, it was just maybe if you had to do an interview. A lot of them wasn't even interviewing. Especially, like, the beginner companies. They were not interviewing. They would just fill out the application, send a little basic resume. Wasn't nothing about no keywords, just basic resume. And voila, a couple of days later, maybe the next day, 2 days later, 48 hours later, you get an email back. Congratulations, next step. So now it's just harder now. And the reason why I think they do the assessments, that's to weed people out. Try to see who's going to pay attention, who's going to really answer these assessment questions. Because back then it was only 10. Now I'm hearing the assessment questions have nothing to do with the job, is what I've been told for a lot of them. So, yeah, they are making it extremely hard to get a remote job. But again, if you are new to working from home, look at some of the beginner-friendly companies. Now, VeriFast, they don't do the applicant tracking system. I think their recruiter, and she has been for years, looks at the resumes or whatever you send, they look at it. Oasis Marketing, that's another one. Their recruiter, she looks at the resume. She's been doing that for years. I don't think that they have an applicant tracking system either. And those two, I think, are about the only two that I can think of that don't do the applicant tracking system, where actual person is hands-on looking at your resume. But everybody else, I think everybody else has the applicant tracking system. If you have to send a resume now, like with Cambly, Ingu, those type of sites, I don't think you have to have a resume for Ingu. I didn't have to have one. I don't think you need a resume for Ingu. I think you may have to do a demo for Ingu. It's a teaching, tutoring type of school. Preply, I think they're the same way. You don't need experience with them. I don't think you have to send a resume to them either. There's another company, MCI. I don't think they ask for resumes either. And they do post a lot of entry-level remote jobs, part-time, full-time. I'm trying to think who else. There are some other like teacher, tutor type schools that don't require too much. They may ask for a demo, but that's about it. Amazing Talker. I don't think you need a resume for Amazing Talker. I don't think so. Jackie says, hey, Carl and fam. How are you, Queen? Celia says, Mono, she says, oh, that's assuming you're on the phone. I apologize. New Mercy says, knitting crochet, do you do tutorials or have patterns on your channel? Asking because I crochet also. Okay. Okay, Queen. We got another crocheting queen here. We got several people that do the crochets, if I'm not mistaken. She says, I'm doing good. Okay, Queen. Any good news tonight? Made any money? Celia says, is Outlier still hot? As far as I know, I want to say Meeks was on here the other day. Or somebody was on here. It might not have been Meeks, but somebody was here and said that they got a new project with Outlier. I am great. Ajaki Tan is ill tonight. She's been under the weather all day, sneezing, coughing. She called me earlier, didn't sound too good. I was like, girl, what is wrong with you? So she is home resting. She may not even go to work tomorrow. I don't know. But knowing Tan, she'll try to push through and go to work and then have to come right back home. But as far as I know of, Celia, they are. I think they're back. See, Outlier, it kind of like comes and goes. It's a good one though. It's a good side hustle egg to get in the basket. I will say that we've had tons of people to make big money off of Outlier. Meeks made like 40K. I don't think it was last year. I think it was the year before. She said, yes, okay, I remember that. Someone did mention it. So yeah, there's their work. I think it just fluctuates. I think a lot of those AI companies, the work, it fluctuates. It comes and it goes, and it comes and it goes. And when it's good, it's good. And when it ain't good, it may be down for a week. It may be down for 2 weeks. They may put you on another project. So just keep that in mind with those AI companies. About it, they're popping up because of AI has popped on the scene. So I'm seeing companies every time I turn around, I'm like, Tan, you ever heard of this company? Nope, just popped up. AI company. Heard of this one? Nope, just popped up. Another AI company. Okay, here's another one. They pushing ads on FB. So I'm seeing these companies, but I'm like, I don't know who these folks are. But yeah, they popping up like popcorn. Jackie says, I'm glad you are doing good. She says, oh no, I hope Tan feels better. I do too. Hey, Queen Sherry. She says, hello, Carolyn. Everyone, please tell Tan I hope she feels better soon. I will. I'm gonna let her know tomorrow. You got asked about her. But Tan was she had called me earlier, coughing, sneezing, wheezing. And I was like, girl, you don't sound, what is wrong? Like, you didn't sound like this yesterday. She was like, I don't know, I done caught a cold or something. But it's that time of the year, allergies and sinus. So I'm thinking that's what it might be. I don't know for sure, but I hope she feels better soon. Anybody else got any good news that they want to share with the family? Y'all be sure to drop in the chat so they can celebrate you. And I do have on tonight's video, I do have 2 companies that I will be talking about. One of the companies, they have 500 openings. The other one has over 600 openings. I got a few side gigs and side hustles also on the list. I also have a few beginner friendly companies on here as well. So anybody else have any good news that they want to share? Y'all be sure to put it here in the chat if you have any more questions. Tan did a resume live stream last Friday. So if you guys missed her video, she recently did one. Again, somebody was asking about resume help, resume tips. So she did a live stream last week. So if you missed the video, it is still up. Y'all be sure to go back and check it out. We did data entry jobs Sunday. So for those of you looking for data entry, I see a lot of queens in the comments on the videos looking for data entry. If you are here on this video and you are looking for data entry jobs, make sure you guys go back and check out the video from Sunday. There are a lot of non-phone jobs that have been posted here on our channel also. Celia says, that's how our house has been, sneezing, coughing, all because of the allergies here in Colorado. Yep. Thank you, Queen of the Bronx. She says, good night, all. Good night. Hey, Jay, she says, hi, everyone. I hope it's not C19. My mom had it recently. I wish her a speedy recovery. What is C19, Queen? That's something different they done came out with. Doso says, tired of the resume stuff, too. I understand. Knit and crochet say, yes, sometimes I'm under weekly knit and crochet. Okay. So you have any videos up, Queen? What are you crocheting? Polo Lunny, I think she makes the Polo Lunny makes the flower, the money flower bouquets or something. Girl, you so funny. Let me do it. Oh, COVID. Oh, no, I don't think she got that. I could be wrong, but I don't think so. Bill says, "How are our kids doing?" Who is our kids? What, we got some kids together, Bill? Doso says CB19. Remember? Yep, I remember. Oh, you just didn't want to say it. Okay. Hey, Meeks, I done talked you up. She says, "Hi, Carol and Chad. I had church tonight, so I'm late. I was late on her, Queen. So you okay?" So Hilda said, "Made 150 from D Scout." All right, D Scout, everybody. That is another good side hustle egg. We had a queen to make 13. Now, was it 13? 15K off of D Scout. Had some other people to bring in like over 800K. I mean, not $700 in a week off of D Scout. Are you tripping? Angela said, "I'm glad you said something about crocheting. I have slipped out." Angela was another one. I know we had a lot of queens here that were doing the knit and the crocheting. Y'all better start them channels. If y'all ain't too scared, you don't really have to show your face. Just put the camera here, put it on a tripod, and let it here where you working. We can see your hands moving. You can talk us through what you're doing. You don't necessarily have to be on camera. That is a faceless channel. Angela, hint, 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 hint. And anybody else that is crafty, why don't you have a YT channel or a TT? Either or you could put the videos on both. Maybe set it up where you stream from TT and stream from YT, or make 2 videos for both platforms, or 1 video and put it on both platforms. More money, side gig, side hustle, queens. People love to look at things. You got a cute little dog running around. Put that pet on the screen. You don't have to be necessarily on the screen with the pet. Just put the pet on the screen. People like to look at cute animals, dogs, cats. You might have a lizard. Put the gecko on the screen. Put the on the screen. Somebody on TV got some monkeys, little baby monkeys. They be all in the kitchen playing and eating fruit, and it's interesting to look at. Put the animals on the screen. Sometimes we got to create our own hustle. But if you have some type of talent, we all got some type of talent. If you know how to cook, clean, you know how to do hair. These queens here know how to do the crocheting. Polo London, she knows how to make the money bouquets. Like it looks like a flower, but it's like a money bouquet. If you have those God-given talents, put them on the screen. That is an easy way to start getting some extra income in your pocket. Cute little pets, fish, cats, kittens, dogs, puppies. Put them on the screen. A turtle, put it on the screen. Celia says, "Ha ha ha, Curl with the dramatic." Knit and Crochet says, "I knit and crochet both on my channel." She says, "I do try out different yarns." Okay. Doso says, "I take a lot of vitamin D3. People did well with high D3 levels." Okay. Lorraine, you trying to find out? I'm going to get the link for you queens in a second. It's like a task-based site. D-Scout, like task-based. Priscilla said, "Knitting crochet. Hi, I'm crocheting some shoes and I just finished a toe purse." So Priscilla, you doing it too, Quinn? See, we got a lot of talented people on this live stream. I'm just trying to figure out why y'all ain't got no YT channel. Teaching people like me and others how to do these beautiful blankets and shoes and purses and hats and whatever else y'all over there crocheting. I'm just trying to figure out why we ain't got the YT channels up yet and the TT channels. I'm telling y'all, people will look at anything. You can go outside if you on the beach somewhere or you like to travel. start you a traveling channel. People like to see other places. I've never been to Arizona. I done flew over Arizona going into Cali, but never been to Arizona. I've never been to what is the beach down in South Carolina? Myrtle Beach. Never been there before. Never been to Prince's house. I would like to go visit, what is it, Paisley Park one day. So if you are somebody that's traveling around the USA, it's a lot of people have not been out their backyard. Put it on YT, put it on TT. People like to see stuff. I'm telling y'all are so gifted and so talented. Put it on the screen so that you could be making some type of income. If you're traveling this summer and you're going from this city to that city to this city to that city to this place to this place to that place, when you trying different foods, record it. There's a young lady, I just happened to come across her video one night, just laying in the bed on YouTube scrolling. Video popped up. Never seen a lady before. Started looking at some of her videos. She travels. This is all she does. She goes from where she lives, Canada. She's been to a few places overseas, not many though, just a few. But that is her channel. She says she left her apartment, sold everything in the apartment just so she could make this travel content. And she's living off of YouTube money. But she's getting the views because why? People will watch anything. There's another young lady. She is living on a boat. She does the cruises. Every month she goes somewhere. She says she lives on the boat. Divorced her husband, jumped on this boat, start going just different places, this place, that place, wherever the cruise ship is going, she's on the cruise and she's going. That's the content. That's the content. And she said that she lives off of this platform. So y'all better quit sleeping. And you got that God-given talent. I wish I could do some crocheting. I don't know how to do it. Maybe knit and crochet. Maybe Queen Priscilla. Y'all will get these channels going and y'all gonna show us how the folks like me that may want to learn how to do it. Me says, I forgot about these guys. They deny you faster than Brandon, but they pay so good when you do get accepted. It's too fun to me. Celia said, that's a side hustle in itself. I've been looking for ideas to put on Etsy just for a little bit of change. Yep. I got an Etsy store, Celia. I had to close it though because started doing 2 chicks. That started taking off. This started taking off, and it was just too much. But go on there and kind of look around, see what other people are selling. Don't have to reinvent the wheel, Queen. Just see what everybody else is selling. Go ask ChatGPT, what are the top 5 items being sold on Etsy? There you have it. So you don't even have to think about it. What are the top 5 items? Once they give you the top 5, maybe ask Chat, how can I be different and stand out? That way you don't have to think about it. Sell what they selling. Somebody will buy it. I'm about to sell something else. I'm thinking about it. So got the competition, but who cares? Somebody may buy it. Shira said, Kerr, you are funny. Lorraine says, ha ha ha, the sumo. I'm gonna put it here in a second. Priscilla says, yes, Kerr, I crochet also. Pamela says, hey. Shira said, girl, if you got the gecko, put him on there. Somebody's gonna look at it. Believe me, if they looking at all this other crazy stuff, I'm gonna tell you about this one guy on TT. I don't know who the guy is. I've never seen his face. So what he does, everybody listen, he goes to different places like the insane asylum, but it's empty. It's closed. The building is closed. He'll go late at night. He has thousands of people watching this. Thousands of people watching him go into these abandoned buildings late at night. And it really could be any building. It could be a school. It could be a church. But that's the content. That's the content. He goes into these buildings. All you see is the light shine, and you hear him talking, and you see him, you can kind of see his shadow, but you don't actually see him in the video. But you'll hear him talking, saying, you know, hey, tonight I'm going over here, I'm over here, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. But that's the content. Thousands of people watching. And he getting a check, a nice one from TT. He may be on this one too. I don't know. I've never seen him over here, but I've seen him over there. Missionary says people are paying 10 to 15 for those hats you buy at the beauty supply. Yep. And some of the beauty supply stores will actually let you sell your stuff. I don't know if you have to pay them like a percent. I'm pretty sure you do, but I have seen some of the beauty supplies in my area where people are selling different things and it does not belong to the actual beauty supply store. It's just that somebody has come in and asked them, could they sell it? They said yes, probably signed a contract, and voila, they making money. Lisa says, thanks, Carol, for all the ideas. Are you welcome, Queen? New Mercy says, Carol, tell tan up and it's the weather because my sinuses, they cutting up too. Yeah. Missionary says, I like all colors. People where I live, I want them. Doso says, also, I heard bad stuff about PayPal. Have y'all been okay with PayPal? I've been okay with PayPal. Chef Diamond says, just finished the TurboTax assessment 11 minutes ago. It was rough waiting on my measurement ink assignment. Hey, kings and queens. All right now. Dania says, I'm back. I signed up with Prolific. Okay. So Meeks is giving y'all an idea, everybody. She says, people love the Reddit reaction videos too. Wow. I ain't never seen nobody do a reaction video. I don't think Meeks for Reddit. Not that I can remember. I'll say that. I don't think I've seen anybody do one. No. But hey, it's a money maker, right? It's an idea. There are so many different ways now that you can make money, especially off social media. You can do funny stuff. You can do dances. If you have like a beauty shop or you're doing hair, braids, because people want to learn stuff. They don't want to pay to go to school to learn how to do different things. If you're good at math, there's a guy on TT, he's good at like calculus and stuff like that. And I'll see him like if I'm on early in the morning, he'll be on there showing people how to do those math problems and solve them, how to solve them. If you know how to do, I see people doing like credit repair, giving tips on how to repair credit. Now, some of these people, you know, they on here pretending to be gurus and coaches and all of that right there. So you're going to have to take the good with the bad and determine who is what. Do some research on these folks because everybody ain't no coach and no, like, who made y'all these coaches and these gurus? Oh, you went to school for that? I highly doubt it. But anywho, it's a lot of things that you guys can do to make money, excuse me, outside of the side gigs and the side hustles. You can create your own. If you know how to make stuff, people, again, like to see things being made. I don't know how to crochet. I don't know how to do the flower bouquets that Queen Polo London knows how to do. It's other things. I don't know how to braid hair. So things like that, people like to see that. Some people know how to make jewelry. If you know how to make a necklace, you know how to make a bracelet, you know how to make these charm necklaces and bracelets, the things that, you know, you see these little teenagers wearing. You know how to do all that. The content. It don't have to be perfect. It don't have to be perfect. Just, you know, do some few videos, record it, put it out there and see what you get back. But it does not have to be perfect. Sometimes the things that we think have to be perfect and we thinking like, oh, it's not going to work. It's not going to work. You are your own worst enemy. Put it out there. I started doing the lip gloss back in 2021. Tan, and I hate to say this about her, but Tan is like she gonna be that negative person, but not in a bad way. It's kind of in a good way, because the more she's like that, that helps to push me even further to do stuff that I didn't think I could do or would do. So started doing the lip gloss. Tam was like, I don't think that's gonna work. It took off. It took off. I had to close it because people were reaching out saying they wanted 200 lip glosses, or they ordered some samples from me, and, oh, I really like how you made the product. Can you send me 150? I'm just a one-man team here. And then, you got to get it to them by a certain deadline or a certain date, because they are trying to buy it wholesale from me and then turn around and flip it. So it was good. It started out good. I probably could open it back up, but it's like I most definitely, this time, if I was to do that, I would most definitely need some help with that. Most definitely. So again, if you're thinking about doing social media, you don't want to show your face, there are so many different avenues and different things that you guys can do without showing your face. So this is D-Scout, everybody. I have the link in the chat. Lorraine says, great, as long as I don't have to scan 1,000. Not 1,000. People do Cash App a lot. William says, if people are watching AI generate people on YT and TT, why not share it? Right. That's what I say. Angela says, girl, because I'm doing too much. I can't keep still long enough to finish this project. Earl says, I watch folks on YT in Vietnam, Thailand, and Philippines. And I do too, Earl. Young lady on TT. There's two people on TT. I think the guy lives in Thailand. I think that's where he lives. And then the other young lady, she lives in Vietnam. I seen two people on YT. Let me see, where do they live? I think they live in Taiwan. I want to say both of those guys, either China or Taiwan. So, but that's the content. They go around, they record the restaurants, the stores that they're going into, the food that they're eating. They talk to their audience. That's the content. And that's the content. And people are watching. TT is TikTok. Doso says, I have Cash App, but I'm trying to making money like I'm prolific, and they pay you by sending it to PayPal. I've never had an issue, Doso, with PayPal. Not sure about anybody else. William says, and for the crochet lady, start a community. Yep. Lorraine says, that's a great suggestion, Kara. May consider blogging my next trip to all 50 states. Yep. People will watch it. Girl, people out here quitting jobs just to do this social media stuff. So, and I'm not saying that their content has worked, it ain't working, but I know for a fact I'm traveling from state to state, city to city, trying different stuff, going in stores, comparing prices, that stuff. People watch that stuff. People look at it. It's like I said, a lot of states I've never been to. Tan has been she's been on, Tan probably done been to all 50 states. If not, she's probably close to going to all 50 states. But people will look at that type of stuff. People want to see what the cruise ships look like. People want to see, what the world looks like in other states. People want to see the food. What does the food look like? Especially if you're going overseas. People want to see. If I go to China, people are going to want to see, what does China look like? What type of food? What type of prices? What stores are you going into? Is the gas high? Because the gas over here is super high. So yes, if you are traveling, start that Travel YT or TT channel. Lorraine said living on a cruise ship would be awesome. Yep, the lady lives on a cruise ship. William says, Carl, talk about the folks watching people go eat at restaurants and paying them to watch them go eat. Yep. It is a young lady. Somebody sent me her video. Young lady. And that's all she does is eat and exercise. That's it. That's the content. Have a big old plate sitting right here. Got the camera right there in front. And she chowing down. And videos be hitting millions of views. Millions. Then she'll work out. That's the content, everybody. That's the content. Miss Shanice said, you would love Myrtle Beach. Y'all need to start a travel group out of this group. Go somewhere, huh, Queen? Celia said, she said, peace, hubby. I'm hitting up this crew. Right. Goodbye. Me says, there's this young woman who travels around the world on sleeper trains and records her experience, or she canoes in the most off-grid Airbnb cabins and houses, then records it her channel. I wonder if we talking about the same person, Meeks. What she look like? Is she short? Not dark skin, but brown skin, wear glasses, bald head, or low haircut? Let me know, Meeks, if we talking about the same lady. Aiden, hey Aiden. Aiden says, great advice, Carl. Thank you. Dozo says, I wish I could get paid for doing push-ups. I'd be all right. Hey, start the content though, so you don't know. See, that's the thing. You already doubting yourself. You don't know who's going to be looking. You never know. You just never know who's going to be looking. So if you work out a lot and you know, like, you can give people advice, tips, and tricks on how to lose weight, what you waiting on, King? Start the content. You never know what you are going to accomplish. But you can't doubt yourself. You got to think highly of yourself. It's going to work. Missionese, they take pictures of their feet and they make big money. Yep, I'm about to do that, Missionese. I saw a lady today saying she makes money doing that. Shira said he would be going by himself. Now he gonna go by himself. So TT is TikTok. Sid said, yes, Kurt, that's what I'm trying to do, be different and unique from what others are selling. But I'm gonna say this, Celia. Let's just say if you say you selling the same product, but yours just may be different. Like I was selling lip gloss, and a lot of people sell lip gloss. Because I went on there and I looked before I even started, and I was like, man, it's a lot of people on here already selling it. Am I gonna do good? I don't know. So that doubt will be there. But you just have to put it out there and see what it's gonna do. That's all. That's the best advice I can give. Just try it and see, because again, you just never know what it is going to do. William says, X Echo, what are ways for me to make money? I do XYZ. I'm really good at XYZ. And everyone comes to me for XYZ. Make money for asking how to make money when I get hey, that's a good one, Williams. That is a good one. Hey, the all seeing. They say this channel is gold. Thanks for the great info. Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm trying to help. Celia says, oh yes, I've seen those meets. Yep. Echo is like ChatGPT, and I do have them. They are on the link in this video. Meek says, go to the AITA subreddits and the relationship advice subreddits and read the stories. React to them as though you were giving the person advice. People love the toxic mother-in-law Reddit videos too. So where are they? Are the videos Meeks on TT or are they over here on YT? Not a bad idea. Meeks just gave y'all some gold right there. Do the reaction videos. If all else fails and you just feel like, well, I don't have no type of talent. I can't cook. I can't clean. I can't do this. I can't do that. I don't have anything I can offer. If you can do this right here, talk. You can do those reaction videos. Meeks just gave y'all some gold right there. Ray Saint says, laugh out loud. I just figured out, TT. We said, and for the coaches and gurus, YouTube University is always right. Don't give these folks your money. Amen, sister. Dozo says, did you all put your debit card on PayPal? Yep. Well, the thing is, though, so you don't have to. You don't have, I mean, you can, but you don't have to, because PayPal has fixed it now where they actually have a business debit card. So you can take your debit card and you don't have to put yours on there, but you can get the debit card from PayPal if that makes sense. They have their own little debit card, and that's a good way you can get your money. Kim says, thank you. I'm on Reflex. Okay. Doso says he's on Reflex and he has 2 shifts coming up. Well, congratulations on the 2 shifts. Is this your first time on Reflex? New Mercy says, Carl, thank you so much because sorry to say, but I need teeth right now. Didn't want to be on screen. So thanks for this info. And I'm so glad I asked Nita Crochet about her channel tonight. Thanks. And see, you don't even have to be New Mercy. You don't have to be on screen. You can be behind the camera talking. Jay says, yes, my debit card is in PayPal. So far, I haven't had any problems. I have been using it about 2 years now. Priscilla says, Carl, where I just moved from, I had a pigeon I named Robert who would come into my window every morning. I have posted them on TT. I was getting views. Yep. See? Priscilla says she had a pigeon coming into her window and she was posting it on TT and getting views because, again, people will watch and look at anything. So he says, thank you, Jay. Shira says, wow, Carl, lip gloss, I would have bought some. You got overwhelmed. Girl, I had too many orders. Couldn't do it no more, Shira. I said people was emailing me, girl, I need 75. I need 100. I need 200. I need 300. I was like, you know what? I can't do this. And 2 chicks? Some got to give her. Alan said, it is funny you are mentioning about the travel blog. I have been told many times about starting a blog versus I just placed it on my social media pages. So, Angela, what you waiting on, Queen? What are you waiting on? New Mercy says, Jay thinks I will get my PayPal again. Jay says, you're welcome. Doso says another question when on PayPal on a computer, if you get the app on your phone, the card is already on there. What do you mean the card? Jay says, you're welcome, New Mercies. Jay says, what is she eating? Healthy stuff? Nope. Not eating no healthy stuff. Nope, not at all. Sometimes maybe. Sometimes maybe not. Fried chicken, is that healthy? I don't think so. Nina Crochets, I like knowing about different restaurants and if it is worth eating there or not. And see, that's another one. I've seen people do the restaurant reactions. They'll give a review. What's the guy named? Keith Lee. He does that. He started that. And then other people started doing what he was doing. But I mean, hey, why can't I do it? He ain't going to every restaurant in the world. I'm just saying. It may be some little holes in the walls that he has not been to. So why can't you go and start that channel and say, hey, I'm visiting all hole in the wall restaurants. And you trying out the food and you giving your reaction. That's the content. That's the content, everybody. I got a friend right now. She can sing her tail off. And I just be over here like, why ain't you on TT? But she's thinking like, it's got to be perfect. It's got to be. I said, girl, it don't have to be perfect. Pick up the phone and start singing. That's all you have to do. Stop thinking that it's got to be perfect. We don't want perfect. We want you. We want you in the original package. We ain't got to have all that dolled up stuff. I don't like the fake stuff. A lot of people don't like the fake. We want the original you. Start singing. That's all you got to do. She won't do it. I'm like, child, if I had that voice and that talent, yeah, I wouldn't see me on here. I'd be on TT singing. Earl said my the passport is collecting dust. Need to put it. Earl, what you waiting on, sir? Come on, Earl, put that passport to work. And then, Earl, you a veteran, right? So you know people will be looking at you. Me said, yes, that's her. She was in the Army at one point. Short, brown skin, low cut, and yep, wears glasses. Yep. Oh, she was in the Army? See, I didn't know that. I'm just scrolling on YouTube one night, and there she was. And I was like, okay, what's she doing? She was at some exotic looking Airbnb. I was like, okay, I don't know what city she was in. And then I kind of went through some of her videos where she said that she let her apartment go, sold all her furniture just to travel and stay at some of these unique Airbnbs. And that's the content, everybody. That is the content. So don't think too hard into it. If you're going to start the channel, start. When we started this channel, I didn't know how to do the screen records. So I started out doing 30-minute videos on the live stream. So we started out, I did doing live stream videos. So again, didn't know what I was doing, just came on here, started talking about jobs. People started coming in, people started watching, people started subscribing, people started sharing the videos. We looked up, we had 1,000 subscribers. That was back in 2019. So you got to start somewhere. TT, I would say TT platform is a little different algorithm wise than over here on this platform. I think over there, the count, your following count will go up faster over there. Not saying don't come over here because you can, get two with one stone. One video, post it everywhere. Take that one video, put it on TT, put it on here, and go to some other streaming platforms and post it on there. Facebook, Lemon 8, they are a sister company to TT. Put it over on Lemon 8. Just kind of spread it around, get your following up, and before you know it, voila, you'll be monetized. It don't take long, I don't think, to get monetized on TT. I think you got to have, 10K followers. You can get that fast. You can get it fast. So even if you thinking you are your own worst enemy, you are your worst downfall. If you thinking it ain't gonna work, it ain't gonna work. You gotta take that negative and turn it around and say, no, it's gonna work. I'm gonna put it out here. Let me see what it's gonna do. Put it out there and just see what you come up with. Because again, you never know what you're gonna come up with. Lady 7, I did repost the link, Queen, in the chat. And good evening to you, Queen. Jay says it should be because you are logged in though. So he says, I mean like $1 per push-up, not YT content, but I may start. So let me ask though, so are you like a fitness person? She says, I know who you are talking about. She has really grown her channel. Yep. Doso says, okay, Jay, linking up now. Hey guys, girls. She says, hi guys, girls in chat, like and share. Hey, Queen Beatrice. Celia says, yes, so true. Thank you, Carl. New Mercy says, ouch, Carl. Please stop whipping me tonight because I do jewelry too, though it's been a while and we'll get on. I just need to know how to do it. I just click on YT and start like I did this channel. Yep. Or TT. Do you have a TT platform, New Mercies? Chef Diamond Soul says, are people buying gift baskets? Pretty sure. Probably for certain holidays, Chef Diamond. But I mean, hey, if you know how to make them, it's even better. You can make them and sell them. Some people are selling their own products, on TT, on Facebook. I used to be friends with a young lady. Well, she was more like an associate, maybe like 4 years ago. Started making the soaps, the different color soaps, and you probably have seen them in different stores. Girl, she turned that business into $100,000 business in a year. I don't even think it was a year. It may have been like 6 or 7 months. Just started making the soap, posting it on TT, posting it on Facebook. People started buying it. And she was not like no special guru, nobody that knew how to make it. She said she just kind of looked at some videos and learned how to make it. And then she was trying to perfect it, adding the colors and the smells and all of that. She figured out how to do it. And voila, $100,000 a year soap business. Yes. Me says AITAMI the whole that's the subreddit. They get the post from Reddit and make YouTube. Oh, okay. Hey, that's easy. Okay, so you did a okay, no more. Doso says first shift was on Easter Sunday. Reflex, that is the retail app. Jockey says, you go. Congratulations. Right. Congrats. William says, yes, they are, Chef Diamond. My sister goes in every holiday with baskets and year-round birthday baskets. She even had orders for 420 Day. Oh, wow. Doso says 2 weeks or more before shifts appear. Okay. Reba, hey Queen. She says, good evening, Carl. Hope everyone is doing great. Congrats to everyone still getting them eggs, like and share. Yes, they are still buying baskets. I have a regular customer. Okay. Tammy says, good night, everyone. I can't stay awake any longer. It's midnight. Girl, it is late. I'm about to get off here, Queen. Chef Diamond says, thank you. Doso says, if you download the PP app, the card should be in the wallet section. Oh, okay. Jay says, is fried chicken healthy? Depends on who you're asking. Ha ha ha. Chef Diamond says, Carl, you have been a blessing with the job search, with what you do. Blessings, Queen. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. And T says, yes, I like authenticity and re-up. And that's what I told her. T, I said, girl, if I had them vocal cords, oh, hunty, I would be singing every day, all day. I said, she has a day job. I said, what you do? You go on your lunch break, go sit in the car, you got your phone, put the phone up, maybe get one of them things that you stick. I got one somewhere. It's over there. But you put it on the windshield, put the phone up there, hit record, and start singing. I said, what are you doing? And she like, nah, it's got to be perfect. I want it to be like this. I'm like, girl, if you don't go somewhere and sit down and make them videos, hush. Also said, if you get the chicken and G or B fat, it's healthy. Now, this some fried chicken. I don't think it's healthy. Me said he really blew up. Now he's an international food reviewer. He's gotten awards. Keith Lee definitely encourages people to go after their dreams, even if it's the same as him. Yep. Because why can't I? Why can't I go and eat some food and review the food? Anybody can do it. It's not hard. All you need is what? Phone, a camera, and being able to talk. Some money, because you got to go purchase the food. Now, some of the places may even give it to you for free. Especially when you get that following up, when they know who you are, they'll just give it to you for free. Shira says, yes, I've been watching this young lady for 5 years, and she was in the Army. Okay. Me says, there's also this young lady that made a TikTok video about getting cheated on. TT fell in love with her voice and humor and begged her to make a YouTube channel just to hear her talk. Okay. Hey, Fort Thornton. Fort Thornton says, happy Wednesday, Carl and Chad. Happy Wednesday. I don't know if he was a fighter or not. He is the one that does the food reviews. Not sure if he was a fighter, though. New Mercy says, wow, thanks. We'll try it out. She says, reviews the food. She just started international reviewing, too. She blew up. Yeah, because people like to see that type of stuff. Me says, yes, that is Keith Lee. Hey, Nina Boo. She says, just finished my text as I was trying to listen to this and take notes at the same time. Doso says, I'm not ripped or anything, but I'm a bit fitter than I was. Well, Doso, that's a testimony. You can tell people what you did to lose weight. People want to see weight loss, exercise. You say you do the push-ups. What else do you do? Do you run? Do you jog? Do you work out at the gym? I see people at the gym with the tripod recording. I don't know who they are. They could be, influencers, could be a YouTuber. I'm not sure, but I do see people at the gym with their workout attire on, and they have a tripod and the camera is right there on the tripod and they're recording themselves working out. So that's the content. Chef Diamond says, thank you, kings and queens. Hey, Drea. She says, hi, everyone. I know I am very late. That's okay, Queen. Queen T says, people will support. Look at what happened with the Dr. Pepper girl. Yep. You're right. Hey, Abby. Abby says, hey, ladies. Lorraine says, Keith Lee wasn't. Oh, he was? Okay. I didn't know that. She said, yep, he was a former fighter. I think MMA. See, I didn't know he was a fighter. Okay. Also says, no gym, only at home. Dumbbells and squats. I don't need a gym membership. Well, put the content out there, though. So what you waiting for? Put it out there, King. And ladies, honey, we like to see men working out. We like to see that. So there you go. That's the audience right there. That would be your audience, the ladies. And you'll have some guys too, of course. But the ladies, we like to see men in gym shorts and all of that type of stuff. So I'm expecting to see these channels. I'm going to give y'all a good 3 months, next 90 days. I'm expecting to see somebody, y'all coming on here saying, hey, I got the channel started. Whether it's doso with the gym, with the weight loss, the squats. Meeks, I ain't forgot about you and your little teaching channel. Now you don't have to disrobe. Just put your workout attire on. Meeks says, yes, I love the Dr. Pepper jingle she made. She made it on the Super Bowl commercials, didn't she? Was it the Super Bowl? Probably so. Lauren says, hey, everyone, been out for a while, but I'm back, liked and shared. Thank you, Queen. The 11 last said, we sure do. See? Doso, 3 months, 90 days. We're going to give you 90 days to get this channel together. I'm going to go and get the link because I've been on here over 2 hours. I just realized what time it was. But yeah, so I'm expecting to see some YT channels and some TT channels going up pretty soon. I ain't forgot about it, Jay. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do it or not. I'm gonna see. I ain't gonna promise you nothing, but I am going to see. I'm gonna see if I can still do it. I ain't promising you nothing though, but I'm gonna see. I've been thinking about it. I just have to see. Like I have to do like probably pre-recorded videos. Record maybe like 2 or 3 weeks ahead of time and put them out like that. May not be every day though. And that's only because 2 chicks. So I'm going to put the list of companies that I am going to talk about. The first one is Suitability. They have 500 credentialing specialists, remote jobs. That's the list right there. The next company, United Healthcare, Optum. I think they're partnered with Optum. They had over 600, all types of remote jobs. And United Healthcare, this is a healthcare company. Suitability Healthcare also, they are the sister company to Broadpath. So Suitability, they have credentialing specialists. They're looking to hire credentialing specialists, weekly pay. So it says that the credentialing specialists support our health plan operations by ensuring timely, accurate provider credentialing. Now, this role is key to maintaining compliance and internal standards and external regulations while supporting a high quality provider experience. $20 an hour, guys, is the pay for this one. They do pay weekly. Schedules will fall between 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You are verifying provider credentials through approved sources, track and process credentialing and re-credentialing applications, enter and update provider information, maintain and update provider demographics, monitor and manage data from delegated entities, communicate with the providers of their office staff regarding credentialing status and required documentation, identify and report non-compliance or credentialing issues to the supervisor, ensure confidentiality of sensitive data and documents, performs other duties as assigned. Now for this one, I do see 1+ years of experience of provider credentialing for a health plan, strong organizational and time management, ability to meet the deadlines and handle high volume work, ability to work independently in a team setting, strong attention to detail, problem-solving skills. You are familiar with NCQA and CMS and state credentialing standards, excellent written, verbal, and interpersonal communication skills. They do offer benefits, and I think they also provide equipment. So this is Suitability Health, credentialing specialist, and they have 500 openings, 20 an hour. The next company is United Health Care Group. This one has over 600 remote jobs. So I would say with this one, just kind of go through them. I want to say they hire in all the states. They do provide equipment, and some of their jobs are high paying, like 25, 30 and up. So y'all be sure to check those two companies out. Now I do have Teledirect. Teledirect is another good one. I also have Presto Shopper. That's a mystery shop company. Gig Walk. Tan used to do Gig Walk, mystery shop. Echo is the one that is like Chat GPT, where you get paid to ask the bot questions. And the link is in the chat, everybody. Hey, Just So Jazzy. She says, hey, kings and queens. I'm late to the live. Thanks, Queen, for these leads I liked and shared. Thank you. Me says, this girl on TikTok was just playing around singing about Dr. Pepper. She went viral. Dr. Pepper found her and turned her jingle into a commercial. It appeared on the Super Bowl. Okay. Miss Shanice says, I've been trying to multitask and listen to you and write down the stuff I didn't already have. I'm going to get on these surveys for a few hours. Yep. Priscilla says, Mother's Day is coming up. We love gift baskets. And just think, Mother's Day, some people do the gift baskets for graduations. It's graduation season. Some people do the gift baskets. A lot of baby showers are coming up. Summertime is here. So there are so many different ways, guys, that you can make money from home and outside of the home. New Mercy says, nope, just on YT, but after all this info tonight, I will be getting on other media sites now, thanks to you and everyone on tonight. So encouraging. Thanks, Kurt. Oh, okay, Queen. And the thing that you can do, everybody, if you are on, let's just say if you're on YT, you don't have TT, go over to TT, start TT, because think about it. If your subscriber count, it may move a little bit slower over here on the YT platform. It may and it may not. Their algorithms are different. I can see that. I can clearly see that, because we made it to 10K over there in like 2 months, I think. 2 months tops on TT. And over here, it took us a minute to get to 10K. So what you do is you get the followers from over there and you push them to the YT platform. So you get your followers on TT and vice versa. So if you got some over here, you push them to TT. Maybe you post a few videos that's a little different so they can go over there and see. Like you may have, let's say if you crocheting a hat today, a multicolor hat. Well, today I'm going to be on the TT platform, make a little short video over here to push the people from here to the TT. I'm going live today on TT, or vice versa. Now, we did a live last night on TT platform, and y'all probably didn't know that we were live because we didn't even know we was going to come over there. We just popped on there. We didn't stay. I think we did like right at an hour. So we don't really do lives over there, but we're going to start doing more. Alex says, hey, Carl, I'm late. Y'all, I liked and shared, and happy hump day, everybody. Thank you. Good night, Queen. Good night, Lillian. Jay says, I asked Echo for all types of questions. I have over 2K points, but I don't know how to determine how much money that is. They changed it. I'm not sure what the points are equivalent to, Jay. But Queen T says, see if Echo has a FAQ section. Yep, good idea. Oh, yawn. Earl, I'm gonna tell Taj on you, Earl. Earl said I had to do Tangi's yawn, y'all, since she ain't here. Her 2 minute yawn to warning. Jay says, thanks, y'all. Okay, everybody. On that note, I am getting ready to get off of here. You so funny, Earl. Knitting Crochet says, good night. Win says, that's a spot on Echo that tells you what your points are worth. She says, click on your points. Jay says, Earl, an hour late doing the yawn. Laugh out loud. Bye, y'all. Y'all too funny. Y'all, thank y'all so much for joining me tonight. I will let Tan know that you guys were asking about her and wishing her well, the well wishes. I'll let her know that tomorrow, and I will catch y'all in the next video. Bye, everybody. Y'all have a wonderful, wonderful night. Good night, everybody.